بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Literature, Dr. Sahib's talk, like his critique,
was obviously to disseminate the message of Khaja Ghulam Farid, to promote his teachings.
بدلے پورا مار دکھاندے چلے پورے سو بندے سارے ترکوں لوگ پابندے سارے چور بسان. اچھا غلام فرید کے بارے میں گفتگو کا آغاز ہے.
That miskin is not miskin. He is the Lord. Lord of
شکریہ بہت بہت. یہ پریزیڈینشیل ایڈریس کے لیے
الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث. صدق الله العظيم.
Placing criticism on the dialect and genre of South Asian literature generally and Pakistani English literature particularly in the post-colonial perspective. I invite Ayub Jalisa to come here for the fellow.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Engineer Professor Dr. Atar Maghul, Tamka Imtiaz, respected Dr. Shahzad Kaisar, former Federal Secretary, Co-Chairman Khaja Farid Chair Management Committee, our August speaker for today's seminar. Respected Professor Dr. Javed Hassan Chandjo, Dean Faculty of Arts and Languages, respected Khaja Rawal Moeen Farija, Honorary Director Khaja Ghulam Farid Sheikh, respected colleagues and very dear scholars, Assalamu alaikum, and a very warm welcome to this seminar on Khaja Ghulam Farid's metaphysical thought and cultural representations. Excellencies, colleagues, scholars, we are very lucky to have today with us the most celebrated and renowned scholar of Farid Yar with us as the exclusive speaker. This talk is the second event our university has organized in connection with the first celebrations of Hazrat Khaja Ghulam Farid. For the Department of English Literature, today's talk has a very special relevance and significance. The department teaches modernism and postmodernism as part of its course on literary theory, mainly from the Western perspective. In this context, I confess our not very successful and inconclusive struggles with the concepts of objective and subjective reality, the notion of transcendence, the place of the individual in the scheme of the things, and the nature and the construction of subjectivities. For us, in the Department of English Literature, Dr. Sahib's talk, like his critiques and interpretations of Diwan-e Farid, is to constitute the alternative but much needed narrative and voice. Dr. Sahib, I assure you, your talk here is very relevant and timely, and we all have been so looking forward to it. Sir, we cannot thank you enough for sparing your very precious time for your talk. Excellency, most welcome and thank you very much. Excellencies, colleagues, and scholars, thanks to the extraordinary commitment and untiring endeavors on the part of our worthy Vice Chancellor, the Islamic University of Bahawalpur has already carved for itself a position of pride and academic distinction in the national and regional spectrum. Among other things, today we stand as the largest university, but still with the emphasis and focus upon quality education. The fine balance between quantity and quality has become our distinctive hallmark. Respected colleagues, our university provides the biggest umbrella of student scholarships and financial assistance of different forms and categories in the country. The Department of English Literature, with its extremely dedicated and competent faculty, is working in absolute unison with the passion of our worthy Vice Chancellor for academic excellence and service to the nation. Excellencies, colleagues, with almost 1,500 students, we remain the largest department in our university. The missionary zeal of our faculty and the resolve of our student body to excel have already given the department a rare place of distinction and honor among its peers and professionals throughout the country. Excellency Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Atar Mahmood, thank you very much for your constant support and patronage, sir. We are especially thankful to you, sir, for being with us today and making this event possible. Sir, most welcome and thank you very much. The department is thankful to the Dean Faculty of Arts and Languages, Professor Dr. Javed Hassan Chandiyu, for his presence here and even otherwise for his ever available guidance and support. Most welcome, sir. The department is also thankful to the Khaja Ghulam Fareed Chair and its honorary director Khaja Rawal Moin for their partnership and input for today's event. Khaja Sahab, sir, welcome to your very own event. The department is very conscious of the great contribution of the Directorate of Planning and State Care for making our university the most beautiful university in the country, which is also comparable to the best campuses in the world. Madam Fakhanda, though she is not present here, but we remember you and thank you very much for your good job. The department welcomes and is thankful to all our very respected colleagues from the university. Welcome and thanks, sirs and madams. The department is very happy and pleased with its students and scholars for always remaining committed to their studies. Dear scholars, ready yourselves now for Dr. Shahzad Sahib's talk. Thank you very much all.
Many thanks, sir. As foretold, today's lecture session is a joint collaboration of the Department of English Literature and Khaja Fareed Chair. I request Khaja Rahul Moin Goreja, Honorary Director of Khaja Fareed Chair at IUB, for his comments at today's event.
I thank Professor Dr. Atar Mahmood, Kamla Imtiaz, the Vice Chancellor University, who has come here and encouraged us for this event. I also welcome Professor Dr. Shahzad Kaisar, who has come especially from Lahore for this exclusive talk with you all. I thank Professor Javed Hassan Chandiyu Sahab, who has always encouraged us and who has given us support for all the endeavors. I also take this opportunity to thank Professor Dr. Ayub Jajja Sahab, who's the head of the department, who has made all these efforts and who has done a very tremendous job making this event possible. I welcome all the students teachers, scholars who have taken the time from their busy schedules to be here and part of this event. Obviously, the talk, the lecture, the speech is going to be by Shahzad Kaisar Sahab. I'm only here to thank all, but taking this opportunity, I would like to discuss for a couple of minutes about the Khaja Fareed chair. Khaja Fareed chair, although it's been here for a long time, but recently we have started working on it, and I am very glad and honored to tell that we have recently arranged an event in Port Mitton on the occasion of Hazrat Khaja Ghulam Fareed's Urs. It was a Mehfil-e-Sama, and the purpose of arranging a Mehfil-e-Sama was obviously to disseminate the message of Khaja Ghulam Fareed, to promote his teachings, and to make a direct contact with students who obviously know about Khaja Ghulam Fareed, who appreciate Ghulam Fareed, who have a soft corner for him as well. But we think there is a lack, there is a need for more contact, there is need for more learning for the students. So, for that matter, we have arranged a Mehfil-e-Sama. Now we are arranging a seminar and conference in the university that will be on 9th December. We are also looking forward to that event, and hence the Vice Chancellor Sahab is here. I would also like to tell all of you that this is just a single step we have taken. I'm talking about today's event. So this is the first step. Now what we are going to do is, Khaja Fareed chair, we are going to collaborate with all other departments, and we are going to arrange similar lectures for the other departments as well. So this is going to be a series of lectures, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just the first step. Next month, or maybe after 2 months, we're going to arrange another lecture with another speaker in another department, and this series will inshallah go on whole year. So there are many other events which will be coming in the near future, and I would like to thank you all for being here, and I would also request you to participate in Khaja Fareed chair's endeavors. Thank you.
Moving on, I would like to invite Mr. Javed Hassan Chahid, Dean, Faculty of Arts and Languages. He has been instrumental to the Department of English Literature and Khaja Fareed chair's journey towards academic enhancement and development, and I ask for his very remarks on this occasion.
पिछले पूरे 100 बंदे सारे जोड़ वसावन बदले पूरा मार खंडे पिछले पूरे 100 बंदे सारे तरफों जोड़ पवंदे सारे जोड़ वसावन आए बस जाड़े सावन दे वाह सावन दे मन पार ख्वाजा गुलाम फरीद के बारे में गुफ्तगू का आगाज करना चाहूँ उर्दू अंग्रेज तो साथ लाए मोहतरम बैठे ते ख्वाजा गुलाम फरीद की धरती दा इस खित्ते दा इन इलाके दा इन बस्तर दा इन सेब दा सब तो बड़ा हर ज़बान करे हर कल्चर करे हर धरती करे हर बस्तर करे हर वसेर करे अपना एक आइडेंटिटी कार्ड हो so English language is having Shakespeare, Sindhis are having Shah Latif, Punjabi is having Waris Shah, and so on. Saraiki is having Khaja Ghulam. ये मनसब डॉक्टर शहजाद कैसर साहब का नहीं है कि वो छोटी बातें जो बुनियादी बातें हैं ख्वाजा साहब के बारे में वो आपसे उस पर गुफ्तगू करें। उनका टॉपिक बड़ा कमाल का टॉपिक है। वो कहते हैं ना उर्दू में वो कहें और सुना करे कोई, जब ये बोलेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि जी कोई सुनने की बात है, कोई बोल रहा है। एक अच्छे टीचर की निशानी ये होती है कि वो इतना सिंपल बात करे کہ وہ دل سے نکلے اور دل تک پہنچ جائے، اس کے لفظ بہت آسان ہو، اس کے جملے بہت آسان ہو. سو ڈاکٹر شہزاد کیسر صاحب کو اللہ تعالیٰ نے یہ صفت دی ہے. ان کے علم سے ہٹ کے انہوں نے فلسفہ پڑھا، انگریزی ادب پڑھا اور دنیا جہان کی چیزیں انہوں نے پڑھی، لیکن اسے ہضم کیا اور پھر ہم تک پہنچایا. میں ایک چھوٹی سی جو غلط فہمی ہے جسے عام طور پر میں فیس بک پیجوں پر دیکھتا رہتا ہوں کہ بہت سے ہمارے عام لوگوں کو یہ معلوم نہیں ہے خواجہ فرید اور بابا فرید میں فرق ہے. تو میں اس لیے یہ چھوٹی سی باتیں تھیں کہ میں کہا کہ یہ ڈاکٹر شہزاد کیسر صاحب کو پہلے میں سمجھتا ہوں اپنے ان تمام سننے والوں تک پہنچا دوں کہ جسے آپ بابا فرید کہتے ہیں وہ اور ہستی ہیں، اور جسے آپ خواجہ فرید کہتے ہیں وہ اور ہستی ہیں، اور دونوں کے درمیان تقریباً 700 سال کا فاصلہ ہے. تو بابا فرید گن شکر پاک فخر شریف میں جن کا مزار ہے وہ 1188 میں پیدا ہوئے اور 1280 میں ان کا وصال. اور خواجہ غلام فرید جنہیں ہم کہتے ہیں وہ فورٹ پیٹن شریف میں ان کا مزار ہے، اور یہ 1845 میں ان کی برتھ ہے اور 1901 میں ان کی ڈیتھ ہے. 1901 آپ سب کو انگریزی والوں کو تو پتا ہوگا کہ وہ پہلا سال ہے جب دنیا کو پہلا نوبیل پرائز ملا تھا. لٹریچر کا پہلا نوبیل پرائز 1901 میں دیا گیا تھا، اور یہی وہ سال ہے جس سال خواجہ صاحب کا وصال. یہ چند ایک بنیادی بات ہے، یعنی یہ عام جو ہمارا اسٹوڈنٹ ہے، نوجوان نسل ہے، اسے پتا ہونا چاہیے کہ خواجہ غلام فرید اور ہستی ہے اور بابا فرید اور ہستی. تو ان ہستیوں کے بارے میں یہاں پہ خواجہ غلام فرید چیئر یونیورسٹی میں کام کر رہی ہے. سائنسی ڈپارٹمنٹ میں باقاعدہ ہم فریدیات کا پیپر پڑھاتے ہیں، جیسے آپ کے یہاں اسپیشل پیپر جو ہے وہ شیکسپیئر کے بارے میں، ان کی اسٹڈی کے بارے میں ہوتا ہے. تو ہمارے پاس جو ہے وہ علیحدہ خواجہ فرید کے 2 پیپرز ہیں 2 سیمسٹرز میں، تو ان کی ایک اسپیشل اسٹڈیز وہ ہوتی ہیں ہمارے پاس. تو یہ ہمارے ہاں جو یونیورسٹی کا کلچر ہے، کیا واقعی اس میں کہیں ہمیں کسی خواجہ فرید کی ضرورت ہے، کسی شاہ لطیف کی ضرورت ہے، کسی وارث شاہ کی ضرورت ہے؟ یہ مجھے امکان ہے اس بات کا کہ شاید آج ڈاکٹر شہزاد کیسر صاحب اس بات کی بنیاد رکھیں. لیکن میں اس سے پہلے وہ جو کام ہم آغاز میں کرتے ہیں، وہ شکریہ جو ہم پہ واجب ہے کہ وہ تمام چھوٹی چھوٹی چیزیں جو کہیں سے ہمیں عنایت ہوتی ہیں، کسی کی ہلکی سی مسکراہٹ، کسی کے 2 لمحوں کے لیے کانوں کی سماعت، کسی کے زبان سے 2 اچھے لفظ، کسی کے 2 قدم کسی اچھے کام کی طرف بڑھتے ہوئے، ان کا شکریہ ہم پہ واجب ہے. یہ ثواب کرتا ہوں. میں شکریہ ادا کروں گا آج کی تقریب کے صدارت کر رہے ہیں ہمارے وائس چانسلر انجینئر پروفیسر ڈاکٹر اطہر محبوب صاحب، جنہوں نے فیکلٹی آف آرٹس اینڈ لینگویجز میں خواجہ فرید چیئر کو ایکٹیو کیا. یہ چیئر 1996 سے اسٹیبلش ہوئی تھی، 1996 سے، لیکن اس نے کام کیا 1998 میں ایک انٹرنیشنل کانفرنس کی 3 days کی، اور وہ پہلا موقع تھا 1998 جب ڈاکٹر شہزاد کیسر صاحب سے میرا تعارف ہوا. ڈاکٹر شہزاد کیسر صاحب اس وقت سیکرٹری ہائر ایجوکیشن پنجاب تھے اور بڑے شاندار دھڑلے کے افسر تھے، جیسے سیکرٹری ہائر ایجوکیشن ہوتا ہے جیسے ہونا چاہیے. تو میری ان سے ملاقات ان کے آفس میں لاہور میں ہوئی اس کانفرنس کے حوالے سے. تو پہلی ملاقات میں ہی میری ان کے ساتھ وائس چانسلر صاحب اس وقت جو تھے وہ میرے ساتھ تھے. تو میری ان سے ملاقات جیسے ہی ہوئی ہے تو ہماری آپس میں کیمسٹری جسے کہتے ہیں وہ مل گئی کہ میری پی ایچ ڈی بھی خواجہ فرید پہ ہے، تو میں کام کر رہا تھا. تو میرے لیے جو انلائٹمنٹ ان کے کام سے میں نے لے سکتا تھا، میں ان کی باتوں سے ان سے سیکھا میں نے. اور وہ مشکل کام ہے دنیا کا سب سے، جسے ہم میٹا فزکس کہتے ہیں. میٹا فزکس ظاہر ہے آپ لوگوں کے پاس تو جان ڈن کو آپ پڑھتے ہیں، تو ڈن کی پوئٹری سمجھانا آپ کا جو ٹیچر سمجھاتا ہوگا اس کو پسینہ آتا ہوگا کہ بھائی یہ میٹا فزکس سمجھائی کیسے جاتی ہے نا. لیکن یہاں ڈاکٹر شہزاد کیسر صاحب کو بھی پسینہ نہیں آتا، ہمیں بھی نہیں آتا. وہ ایسے سمپلی سمجھا دیتے ہیں واٹ از میٹا فزکس. تو آپ کو پتا ہے کہ جو لو ہے یہ میٹا فزکس ہے، گاڈ ہے یہ میٹا فزکس ہے. تو یہ سارے ایشوز، ساروز ہے، پین ہے، جوائے ہے، تو یہ میٹا فزکس ہے. وہ ساری چیزیں جو فزیکل ورلڈ سے بیانڈ ہیں کہیں، اس میں ہم میٹا فزکس میں لے کے جاتے ہیں. تو وہ پوائنٹس جو ان ساری چیزوں کو، اب خواجہ فرید کے بارے میں وہ میٹا فزکس کو یہاں تک لے آتا ہے کہ جی پکڑے ٹکڑے ہیں کو कि ये जो भूरी भूरी रेत के टीले हैं मेरे लिए ये कोहतूर की तरह है। सो दे आर दिस इज द प्लेस ऑफ रिविलेशन कि इन्हीं टीलों पे जैसे कोहतूर पे मूसा की रिविलेशन हुई थी अलैहिस्सलाम पर, वैसे ही मुझे यहाँ रिवील होता है कि दुनिया और कायनात के राज तमाम यहाँ खुलते हैं। ये रिविलेशन सारी हमें डॉक्टर शहजाद कैसे साहब ने दी। मैं एक हैरान को मजेदार बात है, बहुत कम मैंने देखा है कि दो तमगा इम्तियाज एक साथ बैठे हुए हैं। हमारे वाइस चांसलर साहब की तमगा इम्तियाज है और डॉक्टर शहजाद कैसे साहब की तमगा इम्तियाज। तो पाकिस्तान की स्टेट की तरफ से ये खुशगवार वो हस्तियां दो बैठी हुई हैं। उनका काम साइंस की दुनिया का है, कंप्यूटर साइंस की दुनिया का। मुझे खुद भी मालूम नहीं था बहुत सी चीजें, वो बताते नहीं हैं। एक तो ये बड़े लोगों की निशानी होती है कि वो अपने बारे में बहुत कम बात है। वो आप ढूंढ ढांड के कहीं से निकाल के ले आए तो ले आए। पाकिस्तान नेवी को इक्विप करने में हमारे वाइस चांसलर साहब ने उनको सॉफ्टवेयर बना के दिया है। वो मैं जरा टेक्निकल तो मैं नहीं जानता, उस पे उन्हें तमगा इम्तियाज अता किया। तो पाकिस्तान नेवी जो समंदरों में हमारी हिफाजत कर रही है, उसकी हिफाजत में एक रोल हमारे वाइस चांसलर साहब का भी है। और हमारी सोसाइटी की, आपके और मेरी रूह की हिफाजत करने वाला जो ख्वाजा गुलाम फरीद है, उसको प्रोटेक्ट करने में जो अहम काम है वो डॉक्टर शहजाद कैसर साहब का है। मैं उन्हें वेलकम करता हूँ और मैं राहुल नबी कुरैया साहब को भी वेलकम करता हूँ कि उन्होंने डॉक्टर शहजाद कैसर साहब को पकड़ लिया, घेर लिया, उनसे टाइम लेके हमें अता किया। थैंक यू वेरी मच डॉक्टर कैसर साहब, आपका इतना शुक्रिया, इतना शुक्रिया, इतना शुक्रिया, इसलिए कि हम इस बहाने से वो ख्वाजा फरीद की जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग होनी चाहिए थी, वो बेहतरीन अंडरस्टैंडिंग एक जगह इंग्लिश डिपार्टमेंट, तो जिसे आपने यहाँ जमा किया और इन सब लोगों के साथ ये मौका दिया कि ख्वाजा फरीद की अंडरस्टैंडिंग के हवाले से, मेटाफिजिक्स और कल्चर के हवाले से, ये दोनों कमाल की चीजें हैं। डॉक्टर शहजाद कैसर की गुफ्तगू हम सुने। इंग्लिश डिपार्टमेंट जिंदाबाद।
Now I call upon the stage Dr. Shahzad Mirza, whom we are eagerly waiting to listen. Dr. Mirza is a former federal secretary who is exclusive legislature entitled Managerial and Cultural Perspectives of Diwali Khaja Ghulam. Sir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Engineer Professor Dr. Vice Chancellor Islamic University, Professor Dr. Javed Al-Tani, Professor Dr. Muhammad Ayub Zaida Sahab, Mr. Rahul Moin Sahab, member of the faculty, students, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy today to be here and very grateful to the speaker for your very kind comments. I will take about 45 minutes to 50 minutes. Sometimes it's not a formal lecture, but I would like to share a few things with you. And each moment has its invaluable significance. So I would like to share with you something which I think is the most important thing in life. So, Khaja Ghulam Farid's traditional poetry talks of levels of knowledge and levels of being. So when we say levels of knowledge, we start from sense experience, and corresponding level of being is empirical world. And when we talk of being, we mean existence. So when we talk of knowledge, it comes under the category of epistemology. And when we talk of existence, being, wujud, hasti, it comes under ontology. Metaphysics is the most simple word I have ever found. and we have to understand it, a very simple understanding. Metaphysics as a working idea is something beyond physics. And this term comes since Aristotle. They understood physics not in the existing sense of specialized discipline, but we can understand it something beyond sense experience. So physics, we include everything which we can experience by virtue of sense experience. And metaphysics, we can experience by virtue of intellectual intuition, by virtue of revelation, by virtue of heart, by virtue of spirit. So what happened is that traditional epistemology and traditional ontology had different sources of knowledge. There was sense experience, there was experience of is another word higher than sense experience. And there is a faculty of imagination in man. Khawaja Ghulam Farid points towards that faculty of imagination, which is in man. And the corresponding world of ontology is the imaginal world from which we get the archetypal realities, and we get dream symbolism. It is all from the world of imagination, and we have got the faculty of imagination in us. But modern West does not concentrate much on it. They write on imagination, but that is not that imagination, which we call as traditional imagination. Now, what has happened is that it is a legitimate role of science to work within its own boundaries, but it has transgressed and encroached upon other areas of human experience. And what has happened is that science has metamorphosed itself in the modern. Ranjan Jogi, मैं जुगियानी, कितनी इश्क खबर, यार फरीद न विसर मार्गे, सिक्की पैसा मार्गे. Now what he is seeing is, he is not transforming the concept of the absolute haq. He is transforming into Ranjan. He is linking metaphysics with culture. And then says, "Ape takht hazaron aaya, hire karan chaak sataya, satkar shaukat shahi ho ya." He came from the opinion to the earth to make love possible with us. We could not go there. Khawaja Ghulam Farid is not transforming the metaphysical concepts into the cultural. I'm just giving an example. Now, we are moving towards the doctrine of oneness of being, because that is Bhagavatal Vujud in this chronic achievement. So, firstly, ask person to look with it. किस धरती से आए हो? किस नगरी के वासी? तिरुम नगर है देश तुम्हारा. फिर ते कहा उदास. अपनी बात को समझो. अपनी परोशना. So when you look within, what you find is, when you look within, what you find is कि जे कोई चाहे फकर फना को अपने आप को दे. If anybody wants to understand his own extinction and his own subsistence, this is again at the same time. This term simultaneity is very important in understanding, because reality is manifesting. When he manifests in his attribute of divine speech, you can speak. When he is manifesting in his divine attribute of hearing, you are hearing. When he is manifesting himself in the attribute of his sight, you are seeing. It is not you who are seeing. It is he within you who is seeing. My spiritual master said, वो नहीं तो कौन है तेरे जिस्म में वो? वो जुदा जब हो गया तो आप हजरत बोलिए. And I can tonight And if the and what I understood from the sense of Diwali free, if the beloved would have been very kind, he would not have been able to attain union with the beloved. Because this transcendence of the beloved is bringing something within him. He is suffering and he is dwindling into insignificance. He says, I am not bothered about what people are thinking of. Paap duide, sins of duality. And it is making my otherness, transforming my otherness into oneness. And he said, I accept all sufferings which are coming. And then he says, Hargiz mool na sahdi dildi, yaar hai baar se. This is a relationship. You are not alone. You are with him. A relation of love and beloved is there. That relation is cemented. There is only transcendence of the beloved. But then there is immanence of the beloved. There is separation, union. And he says, this suffering, so acute that he says, has jivan pura jaya. I sometimes say, I want to finish my life. It is such an unbearable suffering. He says, but he says, Kolkata sab rahat ho. He says, this suffering, I sacrifice all my peace in honor of this suffering. And as Vedanta Acharya also mentioned, Samanaya, message of message to humanity in despair. And he says, Thal Maruda Penda Sara, he said, across the whole desert, I will have eternity of with my family. So we come to Allah. We understand that he himself assumed the form of the sovereign of the body. Aap bane mazdoor. He himself assumed the form of a laborer. We don't understand this. And if we do not understand this, we cannot understand doctrine of oneness of God. Hakim hoke hukum chalawe. Everybody understand? Hakim hoke hukum chalawe. Aap bane miskin. He is in the form of the intelligence. So Khwaja Ghulam Farida will question us that when you are dealing with a laborer, when you are dealing with a miskin, understand this, that the inward of that miskin is not miskin. He is the Lord, Lord of the worlds. You have not to care about the outer area. Try to understand that in the form of the laborer, in the form of miskin, it is he who has achieved that form. This is what we understand. The rigorous, that is in the heavens. One of the Sufi tales says, a man went to the heavens. He said, yes, God, since he created Adam, he is not visible. He has gone on here. It is a beautiful way of explaining. He says, Kadi Shahana Hukum Chala. Kadi Dada Miskin Sadare. Usta Phed Koi Na Pavat. Sab Badmast Firan Sasha. One Dilbar Shakal Jahan. Sab Sudat and Ayan. A beautiful light of Allah. My beloved has manifested in the form of the outward. He has become openly manifest in all forms. And he says, Sab adat kun sumki bahat kasrat hai mafkoor. He says, do not enter the world of multiplicity. It is not possible. I have. Of course, sir. Okay. I will. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to take your time. Thank you very much. Now, another thing. I'm just touching the point. Comparative religion. One of the greatest contributions of is in the sphere of comparative works on comparative religion except by the traditional writers are bound to fail because they want to use of the unity in diversity, the transcendence of religions. And this point is very important. Allama Iqbal has also written on Buddhism, has written on Christianity, has written on Zoroastrianism, but he has taken a philosophical point. And as a philosopher of religion, he has reached his heights. But he's at the threshold of metaphysics. He lacks that courage which Bhagavan has. For instance, Allama Iqbal keeps people at the level of man-God polarity. He cannot transcend it. He starts from God, ends with God. Father Guafri does not start with God. As Hussain Hakiki Nurazam, then Wajib the income. He does not start from there. He starts from the nameless. उसे पाक अलख बे ऐब कहूँ उसे हक बे नाम निशान. He starts from the nameless, and he saves his traditional metaphysics from those difficulties which Iqbal's religious metaphysics has. So what happens is हक बातल सब हक है. Only Father Ghulam Fariq can say this. Now he's bringing us to the source of the comparative religion. Why these interfaith harmony and books of comparative religion are failing to unite the different religions? Why? Because we are seeing things from the ocean. A child was once asked, "How does a fisher net made?" He said, "We take few holes and tie them with thread." That was his concept of fisherman's net. So you cannot create unity from the outward. You have to create unity from the inward. He says, "हक बातल सब हक है, पर एराज बहु मुगलक है, यार है, यार, सोना, पोचा, नेक के बात." Now, this is the metaphysics on which he is going to build. He says, Ghafil, Shagil, Nasri, Zakar, Sahle, Kale, Momen, Kafir, Sab hai Noor Kadeem da Shah. You see his heights of what he is trying to bring, because he's the friend of humanity. He's a friend of humanity. He says, and what he's doing is he's and one his verse are the basis of the entire comparative religion of the traditional people in the modern days, like the Vivekananda, Schwann, Huston Smith, and others. He says, Buddh, Majus, Yahud, Islam. Majus, Yahud, Nasara. Hindu ke deendaar, man of tradition. What they say about the absolute, about the hidden treasure, about the absolute, the infinite, the universal possibility, the metaphysical whole, the non-delimited being. So many metaphysical terms to describe haq. He says, Akhan Pak Nazza hai ek an alak haba. The Buddhists, Zoroastrians, Jews, Christians, Hindus, and the people of books say that he is pure, perfect, unlimited, transcendent, and infinite. This verse is the basis of comparative religion and Padma. And unless the modern West and people understand this verse, they are not going to have an absolute success in their competitive religion. And then he says, someone Sungani and Najani, some Surat and Zahur, Rak Tasdeek, Naki Awara, Kawa, Kibla, Dare Dwara, Masjid Nandan, Hikro. He said, they manifest the same essential life. The places of religious worship, they manifest the same essential. You can bring in all people with you, all people of tradition. You can bring Buddhists, Hindus, Christians. Even Hindus have lost their own Hindu tradition. They have become a church. They have become a religion. Whereas Hinduism is not a religion. Buddhism is not a religion. Confucianism is not a religion. Only Islam is a religion. Christianity is a religion. Judaism is a religion. Hinduism is not a religion. Buddhist, they are traditions. Hindu tradition, Sikh tradition. All these are. Now, what he wants to say is, सब सूरत विच ज़ात संजानी हक बाजों बियो गैर न जाने. He says that in every form, try to transform the otherness into oneness. That's very difficult. Sohna koja sir bahana hikdo iwal samjh sunhan. Now this is, he says the distinction between beauty and ugliness arises in the process of manifestation. God is good. God is beauty. From where ugliness has come? He says the distinction between beauty and ugliness is provisional. It is not final. It arises in the process of manifestation. Posit your understanding on oneness. Muslim Kabasa Mazhar Dati Harang Me Beran Kya. He says beauty and ugliness are the manifestation of the essence of Zat. They are the manifestation. The colorless is in each form. So, he is bringing humanity together. He is saying that don't be judgmental. Try to have a relationship of God who dwells in everything. And this is the reason we say remembrance of God. पर गाफिल ना थी यार को नो ऐहो ज़ारा भी फरमाना. This is a gift of Bhagavan to every one of us. He says, but never be oblivious of your friend. Such a decree has been made beyond its shadow of doubt. Nor has Bhagavan. पीर मुगा हितरम तो सुजाई साजन समझ प्रीन गाफिल ना थी यार को एकदम हर जगह हाली. He says, the cup-bearer has made us realize the intricacy of understanding the beloved as absolutely near. Absolutely. Don't be oblivious of your friend for an instant at any place or moment. Now, one of the verses which is so close to my heart and which explains the origin why God created us. He says, Hik ja roop singhar dikhave. 4 stories of literature. Hik ja roop singhar dikhave. Hik ja aashik ban banave. Har mazhar vich aap samaave. Har mazhar vich aap samaave. अपना आप करे दीदा. Himself in every video. He is merciful. But when he says that how I feel when I am merciful to everything. That is why they said that we wear लखा सुपरा से वो जान लग के फिर सूरज दा रखना. You have to be cautious of the formless. But we are always entangled with the form. He is giving us a message of formlessness. And if there is no formlessness, what to talk of other religions? We can see that within our own religion, we cannot have peace. And then he says, which is very clear. जे चाहे तो यार दा मिला मिलाप और friendship. You have what to do? You have to do the thing, but avoid two things. You have to do the thing, avoid two things. Sat covered, party king. This anger, hardness, this malice creates all problems. Why? Because when he is witnessing himself in the mirror of your heart, in the ontological nothingness, in the mirror of your heart, when he is witnessing in every medium, this cover, this kina, this malice creates a rust on the heart. And when it creates a rust on the heart, I have no expression. You can understand that it is God. It is creating an obstacle in the vision of God. The blessings are being obstructed. Because a purified heart only is the place where he wants. So, what happens is, he says, Sina Saf Safa Bekina Noor Hakiki Daina Noor Hakiki Daina Dildi Halas Pak Nabina Naksha Bath Hamda. I would love to share my translation with you. The clear and pure self without any malice is the mirror of the supernal light. A pure heart is a sacred jewel figuring the house of God. His presence of the prophet, presence of the Spirit. And when we talk of ethics, morality, all ethics and morality is the purification of your heart. Notwithstanding the technical discussions, all moral morality, all sermons, all teachings are to purify your heart. And humility, because one of the writers and thinkers says that all vices flee from God. It's very interesting quotation. All vices flee from God. It is only pride which rises up against Him. You say, man miskeen fareed ha teda. Man miskeen fareed ha teda. Tu mein kaun utarunga? And I recall Bhagat poetry. I would like to share. He says, एक समय हम ब्राह्मण होते, गड़वे पानी पीते. They're so proud. They don't touch it with their lips. गड़वे पानी पीते, सच्चे साहिब की भगत ना खेती उन्हें पकड़ चुका है. Because it is a transmigration of soul. सच्चे साहिब की भगत ना खेती उन्हें पकड़ चुका है कि भला हुआ हम नीच में. सबको किया सवाल. भला हुआ हम नीच में. सबको किया सलाम. जे घर होते ऊंच के तो बिस्तर जाता भगवान. In the end, I end with one verse of Bhagavad Gita, and he says, "Kya रीत प्रीत सिखाई, सब जिसका हुस्न खुदाई." Everywhere God is. सब जिसका हुस्न खुदाई. जिसकी याद मिठी दिसी, कुल तस्वीर ते कुल मूरत, हर वेले है शक्ल महूरत. गैर की खबर ना आई है. क्या प्रीत, क्या रीत प्रीत सिखाई है. सब जिसका हुस्न खुदाई. Thank you very much.
united with us on Khaja-based philosophy of fascism in the perspective of humanities and cultural ruptures. And challenging the Western dichotomy of epistemology and ontology, uh, which fundamentally is based on evidences and sense and sensibilities. Dr. Shahzad Kassar proposes a formal departure from the dichotomy of ontology and epistemology, and argues that Farid's view of the unison of the epistemology and ontology of knowledge and being as one and unified, where the whole and part are synecdochic and one, and they complement each other, and simultaneously establishing the proposition of existence into nothingness. And this ontological nothingness is occupied by God. Thank you very much for this beautiful discussion and this beautiful lecture. To our dear audience, before we begin an informal question-answer session, upon Dr. Kassar's talk, I request worthy Vice Chancellor Professor Atal Mehmood for his presidential address on this occasion.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। शुक्रिया बहुत बहुत। ये प्रेसिडेंशियल एड्रेस नहीं है, ये एक इज़हार तशक्कुर है। एक अरसे से डॉक्टर शहजाद कैसर साहब ने रिक्वेस्ट की थी और हमने कोशिश की, लेकिन मुख्तलिफ इवेंट्स या क्लोजर्स की वजह से, स्टूडेंट्स के अनअवेलेबिलिटी की वजह से बहुत देर हो गई। ये लेक्चर इस टाइम पर हो पाया। मैं समझता हूँ कि ये बहुत अच्छी इब्तिदा है, क्योंकि डॉक्टर शहजाद कैसर ने ये सजेस्ट किया था कि वो एक सीरीज ऑफ लेक्चर देना चाहेंगे ताकि स्टूडेंट्स जो इससे इंस्पायर हों वो इन टॉपिक्स पर रिसर्च करें, स्पेशली इंग्लिश लिटरेचर के स्टूडेंट्स, ताकि हज़रत ख्वाजा गुलाम फरीद का जो मैसेज है, जो उसके अंदर ट्रेजर्स पोशीदा हैं जो वर्ल्ड को एक्सपोज करने की ज़रूरत है, तो उसके लिए आप से मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा कि बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स सीरियसली मज़ीद रीड करें, डॉक्टर शहजाद कैसर के साथ इन टच हों। और जो आज की तकरीब थी, इसमें मैं डीन ऑफ द फैकल्टी ऑफ आर्ट्स डॉक्टर जावेद हसन चांडियो साहब का शुक्रगुजार हूँ। मैं डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ इंग्लिश लिटरेचर का शुक्रगुजार हूँ, डॉक्टर जज्जा साहब का, ख्वाजा फरीद चेयर और उसके ऑनरी डायरेक्टर रावल मोइन कुरेजा साहब का शुक्रगुजार हूँ। मैं तमाम ऑर्गेनाइजिंग फैकल्टी मेंबर्स का, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ इंग्लिश की और दीगर जिन्होंने इसमें हिस्सा लिया, तमाम पार्टिसिपेंट्स का, और सबसे ज़्यादा मैं डॉक्टर शहजाद कैसर साहब का शुक्रगुजार हूँ कि उन्होंने इस यूनिवर्सिटी की इस इंटेलेक्चुअल डेवलपमेंट में भी उसी तरह हमेशा कंट्रीब्यूट किया जैसे ये इसकी एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव डेवलपमेंट में काम करते रहे। शायद आपको पता हो या ना पता हो कि डॉक्टर शहजाद कैसर साहब, in addition to being Secretary of Higher Education in Punjab and many other bureaucratic assignments, Federal Secretary, वो 3 साल इस यूनिवर्सिटी की सिंडिकेट के भी मेंबर रहे हैं, जहां उन्होंने हमेशा यूनिवर्सिटी के एडवांसमेंट के लिए कंट्रीब्यूट किया। उसके अलावा पिछले 2 साल से वो हमारे साथ सिलेक्शन बोर्ड में थे और वहाँ पे उन्होंने बहुत ही स्ट्रेन्युअस कंट्रीब्यूशन किया कि जहाँ फैकल्टी की रिक्रूटमेंट, जहाँ स्टाफ की रिक्रूटमेंट, हम यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर फैकल्टी को 450 से तकरीबन 1100 पे लेके गए। तो उसमें इनका जो विजडम है, इनका जो एक्सपीरियंस है, उसने हर स्टेज पे हमें हाई क्वालिटी डिसीजन मेकिंग में बहुत ज़्यादा सपोर्ट किया। तो आज जो आपने सर ये लेक्चर दिया है, मैं सजेस्ट करूँगा कि अगर इसको 4 to 6 वीक्स के फासले से कंटिन्यू किया जाए फॉर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, तो फिर इंशाअल्लाह ताला जो आपका जो विजन है, जो आपका इसके हिसाब से एक प्लान है कि हमारे स्टूडेंट्स रिसर्च करेंगे और हाई क्वालिटी कंट्रीब्यूशन फरीदियात में जाएगा इस्लामिक यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ बहावलपुर की तरफ से। ये ओवरऑल ऑब्जेक्टिव हम मीट कर सकेंगे। सर आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक यू वेरी मच।